Hey, welcome to our podcast, Talking Out with Pascal. I'm your host, Justin Carl de Guzman.
And I'm your other host, Gian Lorenzo Alingasa. And today we're gonna talk about our day in the life of a stressed SSC student. Insights, if you know what I mean. Hehe.
So, how do you usually start your fresh Monday beautiful morning, Gian?
Seriously, it depends. It can either be a fresh start after waking up from a 1 to 3 hours sleep or pretending to have that non-existent sleep. It's fine, I guess. How about you?
Oh, I usually start my morning by waking up to 10 alarms at the same time. Since, it takes a lot of time before I wake up. And after that, I take a hot bath to wake up my body and prepare my things in my bags as well as other materials I might need for school.
Um, you take a bath after you wake up. I usually stare at the ceiling contemplating about the short sleep I got. So how about you? How much sleep do you usually get?
Well, I usually doze off at about 12 to 2 in the night. So I guess about 5 to 6 hours of sleep. I'm not sure.
That's nice, I guess. After staring at the ceiling for a couple minutes, I stand up and proceed to shower. Haha, shower things, am I right?
Yeah. My mind also blanks out from time to time staring at some wall. Nakakatamad na kasi gumising eh. Napapaisip na lang ako. Na kunyari nakahiga pa ako sa kama, nagpapahinga, ganun. Hirap talaga maging SSC.
Ka dyan. Nakatamad talaga magising lalo na kung malamig yung paligid.
Anyways, I leave the house by around 6 to 6:30. I live pretty nearby, so I'm not too worried that I'm going to be late for class. I had some close calls, but I've never been late so far.
That's unfair. I need to leave my house at 5 or 5:30. Leaving pretty far sucks.
Ha, lemaw, sucks to be an emus boy.
At least di naliligaw gaya nung nakatira sa Dasma.
Ha ha ha, okay. After leaving the house, what time do you usually arrive at school, Gian?
It usually depends on what time I leave my house. If I leave at 5, I'll arrive at maybe 5:35. After arriving, what do you usually do?
Well, if I arrive early, I usually do my unfinished assignments from my morning subjects. Then, if I'm finished with that, I try to talk to my friends to see what's going on and if I forgot some assignments. How about you?
I also do my assignments since I usually leave some of them unfinished and undone. Then I read the food pantry from some coffee.
Hoy, ikaw ba yung umubos ng mga coffee dun sa likod? Dun sa pantry natin? How much have you been drinking?
Haha, I think about 2 to 3 coffees of per day. Don't know for certain. It varies on how much sleep I get.
Now, how do you feel about mathematics being our first subject in class?
I kinda don't like it since think about it. Math as a first thing in the morning? Seriously?
Buti na lang pala gusto ko ng math. Kaso minsan nakakagulo kasi yung mga polynomials, mga equations eh. Kaya siguro nakaka-stress din lalo na dumadagdag sa stress ng pag-aaral.
Good for you. Isipin mo, puro mga calculations. Simula pa lang ng klase. Grabe ha. Past calculations. Couldn't be me.
Guys, namimiss ko na tuloy pumasok. Alam ko nakaka-stress especially since the next week is Hell Week and all that. But masaya rin naman matapos mo yung mga stressful projects.
Well, there's coffee naman sa likod. Kaya happy din naman ako. Sad boy no more.
Tama ka dyan. Anyways, after mathematics, our next subject is TLA. And I really like going to the computer lab since it's air-conditioned and also has fast connection speeds.
Actually, I usually connect to the linked Kabitanya free Wi-Fi since it's fast there and you can also link it up for modules that you forgot to download.
Haha, Actually, one time I also did that since I forgot to download it and it was so clutch since Mom Nava, our TLE teacher, also proceeded to ask questions about the module and stuff. I was so scared since it was a graded recitation, but thankfully I was able to download the module on time.
AutoCAD is easy and so it really help as a second subject to adjust the flow of school.
Yeah, I get you. It's so hard to adjust to being in school as opposed to lying down in bed since it's still 8 to 9 in the morning. Just like when it's on online class or for Google Meets and Zoom meetings. Actually, what time do you usually wake up on school holidays or breaks?
Haha, around 12 at noon?
Well, at least do you eat breakfast?
Nah, we usually skip breakfast.
Lemao.
After TLE, what class is next again? Oh right, it's English time.
Yeah. Shout out to Ma'am Dianne if you're listening.
Shout out po Ma'am D. Baka naman po plus points, hehe.
Yes po, ma'am. Plus points po, please po. Thank you.
Ma'am Diane is so laid back and very fun as a teacher. So it isn't that stressful in the morning. Also, the activities that she makes us do are super exciting. It really makes the mood for the whole class at well as the classes after that.
I agree, especially the partner one since I usually pair with you so we can talk and chat about things.
Yee, crush kita. Ay, heis, tayo talaga ang fruity na straight. Hums.
Tama ka dyan. After that, Filipino is next, right?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, Filipino is next. Okay, nice. Well, Filipino is fine, I guess. I don't really like the subject since I'm not familiar with deep unheard of words. But Mom Silas makes it fun in her own way.
What's our current topic in Filipino again?
I think it's about novels now, right?
Oh yeah, I think so too. Anyways, the story about the Cupid and Psyche made me so irritated, especially because of its ending.
Yeah, I know, right? In any case, after that is Mape, and it was so hellish the past few weeks because of the PE and the dance stuff.
Especially when you have to dance in front of a lot of people. I so anxiety.
Then before getting there, you need to go past some muddy roads as well as go through the scorching heat. It was so stressful.
It really sucks, man.
After that is lunch. But before that, we have a special guest here in our podcast, Keisha Barrios. She will be singing Build Me Up Buttercup by the Foundations as we take a short break. Enjoy the song.
Why do you build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down and mess me around? And worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will. But I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. I'll be over at 10, you told me time and again, but you're late. I wait around and then I went through the door, I can't take anymore, it's not you. You let me down again, hey, hey, hey. Baby, baby, try to find a little time, and I'll make you happy. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Why do you build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down and mess me around? And then worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will. But I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. So you are my toy, but I could be the boy you adore if you just let me know. Although you're untrue, I'm attracted to you all the more. Why do I need you so? Hey, 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 baby, baby. Try to find the a little time, and I'll make you happy. I'll be home. I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Why do you build me up? Buttercup baby, just to let me down and mess me around, and then worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will, but I love you still.
And we are back. Hopefully, you enjoyed the short intermission and we're back to our regular podcast. Enjoy! Well, I don't really eat much during that time. I mostly cram and make some unfinished projects and other subjects that we need for subjects after lunch.
Tama ka dyan, madam. Kain is temporary, hinahabol na grades is eternal.
Well, I can just eat after lunch if only it is allowed though. But Sir Carl gives us the time sometimes.
The next subject is research. The one subject that I can love or hate.
Love for the teacher and hatred for the subject, am I right? Our thesis paper is so lackluster, and then we need to also finish our chapter 3 methodology. So much things to do though.
Then you have to worry about the statistical treatments, the ethical issues, and so much stuff. And then also worry about the assignments and use stacks on other subjects as well. Bruh.
Well, at least Sir Carl gives us the proper time and also listens to our requests in regards to what to do on the deadlines and such.
True. Next is science. What can you say about Ma'am Mojica?
Mom is super creative in making PowerPoints. The points on the lesson are taught very well and provided with the proper visual aids. The videos help as well, but sometimes they are laggy and very fast in discussing.
The videos are also confusing sometimes because sometimes the mic of the speaker is not working properly, so it could not be heard from the back also.
Next is either AP or ESP. Well, on Mondays, it is usually AP, then on Tuesday, it's ESP, Wednesday, AP again, and Thursday, ESP. So we're just gonna talk about AP for now.
I love the subject AP because of how Mom Almira teaches us clearly. We can totally understand the subject because of her loud and amazing voice.
She also teaches the topics in such a fluent and natural flow. She doesn't even need to stop and also remembers her teachings like it's the back of her palm. That's how you know that a teacher knows her stuff, as well as the things that she teaches them.
The lessons in our first quarter in AP are also very easy. Since it's just about being an active member of our community, it might be easy, but this is essential to learn in regard to disasters, such as typhoons, landslides, and other natural calamities.
After that, advanced physics is the next subject, and it is so much math. It's like having mathematics mixed with science and then upping the difficulty to 100.
Good for you for setting it to 100. For me, make it squared. That's how hard advanced physics is in my eyes and brain. Even though Sir Senya is a good teacher.
The robot making activity was so much fun, but it was also super stressful since Sir put a challenge for all of the groups. The first groups received much higher scores compared to the ones who finished second and third. It was so much fun, and if I had to do it again, I would absolutely do it again.
Next is my favorite subject, going home. Yeah.
Sim.
After the day is over, I really just want to sleep, and that's why sometimes I close my eyes in the jeep and wait till my stop is near.
Well, since I'm bored, sometimes I will do a jeepney review, wherein I judge the jeep I am in whether it has good qualities like very soft seats, proper hand railing, as well as not too many people. I will also deduct points if it has a loud engine, a reckless driver, noisy passengers, and such. I'm not too harsh on my grading, but sometimes when I'm in a bad mood, I will give a jeep or a jeepney a very low score. Don't worry, I usually just share it with my close friends and no one else.
After that, I arrive at home usually at 7 or 7:30, depending on the traffic. How about you?
I usually reach the house at around 6 since I live very close compared to you. Then I rest for a while because of the stress and pagod I received at school.
I don't rest for a while after arriving at home. I rest for a long time. That end up waking up at either 12 or 1 a.m. ish, I think. But before that, I usually try to do my projects after I arrive at school.
Yeah, it's so awesome being surrounded by such an amazing and talented set of people since you could do something like this. Please welcome our second special and honorary guest, Zeus Manalo. He will be doing an advertisement commentary to show to you how amazing and deep his voice is. Enjoy!
Today's podcast is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, one of the biggest mobile role-playing games of 2019, and it's totally free. Currently, almost 10 million users have joined Raid over the last 6 months, and it's one of the most impressive games in its class with detailed models, environments, and smooth 60 frames per second animations. All the champions in the game can be customized with unique gear that changes their strategic buffs and abilities. The dungeon bosses have some ridiculous skills of their own, and figuring out the perfect party and strategy to overtake them is a lot of fun. Currently, with over 300,000 reviews, Raid has almost a perfect score on the Play Store. The community is growing fast, and the highly anticipated new Faction War feature is now live. You might even find my squad in the arena. It's easier to start now than ever with Raid's program for new players. You get a new daily login reward for the first 90 days that you play the game. So what are you waiting for? Go to the video description, click on the special links, and you'll get 50,000 silver and a free epic champion as part of the new player program to start your journey. Good luck, and I'll see you there.
See how Zeus has such an amazing voice. His voice gives me the chills. Whew. Well, that's all the time we have for the podcast. Hopefully you enjoyed the topics with us today, and catch you soon and see ya.